2021 RBC Heritage scores, Stewart Cink sets 36-hole record while jumping into lead after round 2. Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, AP, two-time champion Stewart Cink moved into position for a third RBC Heritage title, shooting a second straight 63 to set the 36-hole scoring mark at Harbour Town. Cink, 47, appears unstoppable after 2 amazing days. He sits at 16 under 126, 5 shots ahead of Corey Connors. The previous best midway score was 129, set by Jack Nicklaus en route to victory in 1975 and matched by Phil Mickelson, who wound up third in 2002. Connor shot 64 and was 11 under. Emiliano Grillo, 64, was another shot behind. Fourth-ranked Collin Morikawa, preparing to defend his PGA Championship title next month, was tied for fourth at 9 under with Sung Ji-im, 65, Billy Horschel, 67, and Cameron Smith, who followed his opening round 62 with a 71. Cink was hardly overwhelmed by the scores he posted, chalking them up to smart preparation and strong execution alongside his 24-year-old son, Reagan, who's caddying for him. "It doesn't feel all that special, to be honest with you," Cink said. "We just kind of worked our game plan. It was certainly unexpected." Cink hasn't finished in the top 20 at Harbour Town in a decade, hadn't led halfway since the Travelers Championship in 2008 and is closer to the PGA Tour champions than his prime. Yet Cink has had a renaissance on Wii Golf's biggest stage this season. He won for the first time in 11 years at the Safeway Open in September and has added 5 top 20 finishes including a tie for 12th last week at the Masters. Cink was down 3 shots to Connors when he teed off Friday. No matter. Cink quickly erased the deficit with an eagle on the par 5 second and a birdie on number 3. Cink moved in front with a birdie on the 6th and steadily built his margin the rest of the way, adding birdies on the 11th, 13th, 15th and 17th holes. The veteran is 2 solid rounds away from adding a third pledge jacket to the 2 he earned in 2000 and 2004. In both of those wins, Cink came from behind on Sunday. This time he'll need to just maintain his strong overall play. Since Reagan became his caddy, father and son have been collaborating on strategy before tournaments. "We call it bludgeoning and we're just bludgeoning that plan almost to death," the elder Cink said with a grin. "When you manage yourself around a course like that and execute, the golf courses yield." Connors entered the week with Masters momentum, having tied for 8th at Augusta National for his second top 10 finish there in 5 months. He birdied 7 of his final 13 holes. "Giving myself lots of chances and was really nice to see some go in," Connors said. "Hopefully, can keep that up going into the weekend." Morikawa had chances, too. He had 7 birdie opportunities from 20 feet or less on his final 9 holes, but the only one that dropped was an 18-footer on number 6. Morikawa said changing wind conditions made it difficult to judge green speeds. "It was tough not seeing a few birdies in," he said. "But we'll work on a few things and be fine for the weekend." Smith, who was bogey-free in his opening 62, dropped 3 shots in a 5-hole stretch on Friday. "I think the golfing gods got a few back on me today," the Australian said. Top-ranked Dustin Johnson used a back 9 surge to avoid his second straight missed cut and after leaving the Masters early, returning only to slip the green jacket on new champ Hideki Matsuyama. Consecutive bogeys on the 4th and 5th holes at Harbour Town dropped him to 1 under. But 4 birdies coming in gave him a 67 and left him 11 shots behind Cink. Those going home included Patrick Cantlay, Harris English, Sergio Garcia, and Kevin Na, all among the top 30 in the FedEx Cup point standings this season. Copyright 2021 by Stats LLC and Associated Press. Any commercial use or distribution without the express written consent of Stats LLC and Associated Press is strictly prohibited.